And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the craft of working them, and bracelets and ornaments and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids and all kinds of costly stones and all coloring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. Semjaza taught enchantments and root cuttings, Armaros the resolving of enchantments, Barakijal taught astrology, Kokabel the constellations, Ezekiel the knowledge of the clouds, Arakiel the signs of the earth, Shamsiel the signs of the sun, and Sariel the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. And then Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven, and saw much blood being shed on the earth, and all lawlessness being worked on the earth. And they said to one another, The earth made without inhabitant cries the voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and God of the ages, the throne of your glory stands to all the generations of the ages. And your name is holy, and glorious, and blessed to all the ages. You have made all things and have power over all things, and all things are naked and open in your sight, and you see all things, and nothing can hide itself from you. You see what Azazel has done, who has taught all unrighteousness on earth, and revealed the perpetual secrets which were preserved in heaven, which men were striving to learn. And Semjaza, to whom you have given authority to bear rule over his associates. And they have gone to the daughters of men on the earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And now behold, the souls of those who have died are crying and making their suit to the gates of heaven, and their lamentations have ascended, and they cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which are worked on the earth. And you know all things before they come to pass, and you see these things, and you permit them, and you do not say to us what we are to do to them in regard to these. And again the Lord said to Raphael, Bind Azazel hand and foot, and cast him into the darkness, and make an opening in the desert which is in Dudael, and cast him therein, and place rough and jagged rocks over him, and cover him with darkness, and let him abide there forever, and cover his face that he may not see light. And on the day of the great judgment he will be cast into the fire. And heal the earth which the messengers have corrupted, and proclaim the healing of the earth, that they may heal the plague, and that all the children of men may not perish through all the secret things that the watchers have disclosed and have taught their sons. And the whole earth has been corrupted through the works that were taught by Azazel. To him ascribe all sin. And to Gabriel the Lord said, Proceed against the bastards and the reprobates, and against the children of fornication, and destroy the children of the watchers from among men. Send them against one another, that they may destroy each other in battle, for they will not have length of days. And no request that they make of you will be granted to their fathers on their behalf, for they hope to live a continuous life, and that each one of them will live 500 years. And the Lord said to Michael, Go, bind Semjaza and his associates who have united themselves with women, so as to have defiled themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth, until the day of their judgment and of their consummation, until the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. In those days they will be led off to the abyss of fire, and to the torment and the prison in which they will be confined forever. And whoever will be condemned and destroyed will from then on be bound together with them to the end of all generations. And destroy all the spirits of the reprobate and the children of the watchers, because they have wronged mankind. Destroy all wrong from the face of the earth, and let every evil work come to an end, and let the plant of righteousness and truth appear, and it will prove a blessing. The works of righteousness and truth will be planted in truth and joy forevermore. And then all the righteous will escape and will live until they beget thousands of children, and they will complete all the days of their youth and their old age in peace. And then the whole earth will be tilled in righteousness, and will all be planted with trees and be full of blessing. And all desirable trees will be planted on it, and they will plant vines on it, and the vine which they plant thereon will yield wine in abundance. And as for all the seed which is sown thereon, each measure of it will bear 1,000, and each measure of olives will yield 10 presses of oil. And you will cleanse the earth from all oppression, and from all unrighteousness, and from all sin, and from all godlessness, and destroy all the uncleanness that is worked on the earth from off the earth. And all the children of men will become righteous, and all nations will offer adorations and will praise me, and all will worship me. And the earth will be cleansed from all defilement, and from all sin, and from all punishment, and from all torment, and I will never again send them on it from generation to generation and forever.